protein in protein synthesis. You have a cell, and then you have a nucleus. Within the nucleus you have your DNA. That is your hereditary information here. There are chromosomes from mother and from father. So from this DNA, now we want to make a new protein. So let's say this is the entire DNA, and in DNA we have genes. So the genes is just this hereditary information or the code that will code for a particular protein. So this gene, for example, has an information that will code for a particular protein, and let's say this protein is your skin cell or your hormone. So now we need to copy not the entire DNA from this chromosome, but just this little chunk, because this chunk, this gene, has the information for a sequence of amino acids that will code for a protein. So we're just taking this copy. So we're making a copy that is called messenger RNA. Messenger RNA. This step is called a transcription. So what happens that we want to make a copy from DNA to messenger RNA. Here's the cell, here's the nucleus, DNA is here, and this is the cytoplasm, the outside of the nucleus. So within the nucleus, we're making a copy. So now we're making this messenger RNA. And this is that messenger RNA. This is with this information that will code for a particular protein. So we'll send it out into a cytoplasm. Within the cytoplasm, we have subunits. So the subunits are called ribosomes. So this messenger RNA will get translated. So what happens here? What happens within DNA? The DNA has this original code to make a new protein. So I'm not going to give you this original. I'm going to make a copy inside in the nucleus. So basically, if I have this, and this is the original, I'm not going to give you original so you can go and make a copy. I'm going to make a copy myself inside of the nucleus, like in a bank. I'm making a copy, and then I can give you the copy. So by making a copy, that's a transcription. I'm making this messenger RNA, and I'm giving you this messenger RNA, and that messenger RNA will leave the nucleus and will end up in the cytoplasm. That's the copy that will end up here. That's the messenger. And then will translation happen. So this messenger, treat this is an ingredient list. The ingredient list that you need to synthesize a particular protein. Ingredient list like you need to make a dish. 2 milligrams of salt, 5 milligrams of pepper, 1 kilogram of potatoes, 3 cauliflowers. You have to heat it for a certain amount of temperature. That's your ingredient list. That's your transcription. You have to make a particular protein later on. So within the nucleus, you make a copy. It's the messenger RNA. That will be sent out into the cytoplasm of the nuclear envelope, to the nuclear pores. And the messenger will be read or translated. Now you have to translate. Now you have to translate this ingredient list. And this ingredient list has this information. Has this nucleotides, right? Has this nucleotides like that. Let's say U, A, G, like C, G, and U. So it must be translated into something that is meaningful, and that translation will lead to a synthesis of a particular protein. So here you have these codes, and you need to have an anticodon. So remember, with DNA, you have A that matches with T, and G that matches with C. Now you're making a copy, which is RNA. With RNA, A will matches with U, that's a uracil, instead of thymine. But G will stay with C. So that's why you end up with U here, because it replaces T. And there's A and G, C and G, U. So now, another type of RNA, which is a transfer RNA, will bring a corresponding amino acids with a particular anticodons that will match these codes. So let's say amino acid for this particular code, for these nucleotides, right? Let's say it's glycine, right? I'm not really sure if that represents the glycine, but it's just an example of amino acid. So the transfer RNA has to match these codes, right? So it's anticodon. So U will match with A, right? Like this. A will match with U, and G will match with C. So let's say hypothetically these three anticodons represents amino acid glycine. And to make a particular protein, you need to match a pretty long sequence of three codons. And for each code, you bring a particular amino acid. So for this code, let's say you just transported glycine. Let's say to match with this one, so you need G, right? With G, you need C. With U, you need A, right? Another RNA, right? Brings amino acid. Let's say this nucleotides represents amino acid phenylalanine, right? So you have one amino acid, another amino acid, like one amino acid, another amino acid, right? So this is a glycine, let's say this is phenylalanine, and so on, in the same fashion, until you will make enough of amino acids that will code a for particular protein, whatever the protein is. It could be skin cell, it could be hormone, it could be enzyme. So that is a transcription, and this is a translation. Transcription, it's the copy of the ingredient list, and the translation, it's actually you looking at the ingredient list and it says, well, first step, second step, do this and that. So this is a quick share note on transcription and translation.